everyone. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody who has been talking a lot or maybe even trying to be the only person that people can hear because they don't necessarily have truth on their side. They're trying to speak the loudest. But I think either you or somebody that you're close to, you're intuitive enough to pick up on this person's dishonesty. So I see someone calling this person out and asking them some very difficult questions that I don't think they can really answer because they don't know what they're talking about or because they're being deceptive. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. We do have a members only live stream tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. That would be if you are in the stars or the towers tiers. There are 3 of them. But you do have time to upgrade if you are currently a chariot. All right, let's start off with, I'm feeling the situations deck. What else do we need to know? Denial, not facing the truth. Irrational reasoning, anxiety, scared, and panic. So this is someone who doesn't want the truth to be the truth, and that's part of the reason why they're doing what they're doing. This could be someone who's talking about whether or not their relationship is doing well or whether or not they're doing okay financially. It seems like they're trying to get people to see them as everything's fine, nothing to see here, keep it moving, that kind of thing. All right, this is the Cat's Rule of the Earth. What else do we have? Hey, West Coast. Hello, Hooks. How's it going? Two of Swords in the reverse. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Nine of Cups. So this is someone who likes to be envied or likes to be seen as successful or, everything is going well. But at this point, I think the struggle for them is a social community or a sense of financial or professional, like job security. So we could have some irritability or some anxiety like we saw earlier because they want to, I don't know, maybe they're going to somebody's birthday party or Thanksgiving and they want to be able to talk about their life in a positive way. This is somebody who's not got a lot to say that's positive because we have the Six of Cups in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who feels like they don't really have a great social dynamic. They don't have a great relationship. If they're in one, they're not very happy with it. If they're not in a relationship, they're feeling a bit lonely. But this person feels like when they go home for the holidays or when they have this event, it's kind of doom and gloom if people ask them what's going on, well, I don't like my job, but I can't find something else. And I don't like where I live, and I don't know anybody that I want to spend my life with. So things are great. They're just thinking about how awful that conversation would be if they were honest. And this is somebody who is, it's giving like bring home a stranger and say that you've been dating for several months. Is this like competitive energy? Yeah, there could be some concern over being unfairly judged by the others in their family. people who may feel like they don't take the right approach in life or that they would never amount to anything. Hello, Sir Max. How are you doing? Oh, I see you're upset. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. If you would like to come back with a more respectful, of other people's beliefs kind of mentality, you are welcome back. Hello, Thomas. No, but the reason I haven't done a live stream yet today is because, well, personal readings, but also I was making a bunch of candles today. So that's exciting. I'll have a post or like an update on that soon. I have to figure out like logistics or whatever, but I'm really excited about it. No, thank you. Hello, Bacon. Jesus loves you too. Hello, Mamie. How are you today? Oh, you're welcome. Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Yes, I did see your name on the list. Isn't that great? Hey, Bacon, I'm going to put you in a little baby timeout for 5 minutes as we don't like spamming. But if you have other things you'd like to contribute, you are welcome to come back. So we've got Temperance in the reverse, and that's because this person has experienced a lot of instability and chaos. There's not a lot of good news to share, and it's going to be one of those things that inevitably people are asking them about. So it's just kind of like, I don't know if I want to. Hello, Rogue. Welcome back. Thank you. All right, this is the Tattoo Tarot. 5 of Wands. It's like this person is the black sheep of the family, or everybody expects them to fail. In order to compete or deal with the expectations of family members, I feel like this person is exaggerating what's happening for them or talking about things in a very positive way, even though they don't really feel positive about them, right? Making it seem like work is enjoyable or they got a promotion or, somebody in a different department has been flirting with them. That kind of thing. What else do we have? The 2 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Swords in the reverse. I think there's some sibling rivalry or some difficulty with a parent that motivates this person to just kind of falsify whatever is really going on. Again, this is somebody who's saying a lot, but they're not saying very much. It's like, oh, I do this and I do that, but I'm not going to bore you with the details. That would just be silly. I'm sure you wouldn't understand them anyways. That kind of thing. All right, this is the Pulp Tarot. Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? Oh, sorry. There's no H. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hello, Christopher. That's true. We have Judgment. Uh-oh. Well, so this is a plot twist. It seems like we've got somebody who maybe they're like in between living situations or not able to afford where they want to live. But this is somebody who lies about something that isn't difficult to prove. So if they say, oh, I'm working here, they might have a sibling who's like combative or competitive enough to look it up and be like, well, that's weird. They don't show you as an employee. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Someone fails at pulling off some illusion. 8 of Wands is in the reverse. Remember, we started off with the 8 of Wands. This is someone going quiet after they're questioned. So it's like, hey, so you said that you work at blah, blah, blah. That's cool. So one of my best friends works there, but they said they couldn't see you there in the little, you know, directory of employees. That's weird, right? Hello, Andrea. How are you doing? Hey, Earth. You're yelling at me and getting a little judgy, so I'm putting you in a timeout. Looks like we got Jess with the 1-2 punch. Seriously though, you are welcome to come back. We like to preach tolerance here, and I definitely appreciate your beliefs. This goes out to Michael as well. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you're responding to that? Yeah, we like to coexist here. But I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. This is somebody who's like really struggling to gain traction, feeling like they're always like running, and not able to catch up. So it could be that they've experienced like medical debt or things dramatically changed in terms of their job security, like their company being sold, and then there's a bunch of layoffs. It's something like that. But this is someone who, when they lie about their situation, their parent or sibling, whoever they're talking to, is like, oh, that's weird. I can prove that wrong in 2 seconds. So then there's this stunned silence, and they realize, okay, I guess I should just admit that I'm like not one of these people. Like everybody here is just waiting for me to not do well. So why am I here anyways, right? Hey, Jonathan, how are you doing? Hello, Alphonse, how are you? This is the Gypsy Oracle. What else do we have? We have friend and consolation. So even as there's somebody here who is quick to point out that they're lying, we're going to refer to the person who's lying about their situation as the Queen of Cups. This is someone who doesn't feel like they fit in. The Queen of Cups lies about the situation. The Queen of Swords calls them on it. These do not have to be women, by the way. This is just energy that I'm reading. But there's also someone else who's more loving or caring. It could be that this Queen of Cups gets along better with someone else in their family, and this person decides to kind of like mellow out the conversation so it doesn't get combative. And then we have Doctor. They may not want to talk about a health visit or difficulty maybe they've had. I keep coming back to some medical debt. I feel like there's something here about struggling to right the ship after there was a large expense. And then we have wedding. This could be somebody who was previously engaged and things fell through. This could be somebody who has struggled to believe in love after a really difficult divorce or breakup. I keep looking behind me. I'm so used to my cards being behind me. Sorry, guys. Okay. This is the Beginner's Tarot. Hello, Jeezy. How are you doing? Hello, Kazi. How are you? Hello, Shayla. I hope you're doing well. What else do we have? Two of Swords in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles. See, even as there's someone who's combative or competitive or, you know, that kind of thing, we have someone else. Maybe it's another sibling. Maybe it's a friend since, you know, second grade. But we have someone who says, I know how to help you. It could be, hey, there's a spot open at the company I work. It could be, hey, let me introduce you to somebody. They're a great recruiter. They could probably find something for you. This could be someone who says, hey, I've got a new friend and I feel like you two would hit it off and be like wonderful together. This is a really nice balance to the negativity that this person experiences with their family. So I kind of feel like this is a friend or somebody outside of the family. It could be something like a cousin. I have a really awesome, ooh, I'm like nervous to say this. I don't want to sound like I have favorites. We'll just say it like this. Sometimes you have a brother or a sister or a cousin, or maybe it's an uncle or an aunt, and you just get each other, and it's probably because you have some of the same genes, right? This is somebody where it's like you're not siblings, but you have that sense that you are. So it's like a brother or like a sister, even though you aren't. Hello, John. How are you doing? This is a general reading. How's it? Hello, John Paul. How are you? We've got the Knight of Swords and the Chariot in the reverse with the Two of Cups. I think this is someone who's looking out and makes things seem a lot more approachable or doable. So even with all the judgments or the frustrations or anxiety they might have facing their family, there's someone here that they go to see or someone that they know they'll be able to reunite with, and it's worth everything else because you make me feel seen or you help me think about things constructively or logically. And in some cases, this person introduces you to a person that you really hit it off with romantically. But this is a good friend for sure. That's sweet. Thank you, Nova. How are you doing? Hello, Abby. How are you doing? Gooder content. I've actually gotten a reading from Sabbath Tarot. She's great. I like her. But I'm not going to disparage anyone. I hope you have a great day anyways, Chad. So we've got the Fool. A new beginning. Judgment in the reverse, Five of Cups. But there's a warning here. It's basically saying some of you are thinking the meal, Thanksgiving time, or having to see your family, or whatever this event is, right? It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving. But seeing these individuals who are going to judge you, it's like, should I just like not go? I could just like wear slippers and sweatpants and not even feel bad about it. But you would feel a little bit bad because this friend or this person who really does understand you, they want to see you. And you know you would be able to see them and benefit from it. So that's what I think at the end of the day gets whoever I'm reading for, gets them off the couch or gets them to commit to, okay, I'll at least come for one day, right? But you do, I think, have a risk here for some of you that you're going to cancel or just like not be up for it, and you don't necessarily know that you're missing out on quite a lot more than you expect. Right, maybe? Hello, Never Overloaded. How are you doing? Hey, Michael. Turkeys for days. I don't know. Every now and then I like to do a Thanksgiving with non-turkey, you know, like make some ham or lasagna. So we've got the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, this is good. I think we have somebody who's like, you know what? If I've got some opportunities in front of me, and even if it's just a little chemistry with someone I could see myself being interested in dating, then maybe I need to be a little bit less negative. Maybe I need to be a little bit more confident when I face the judgmental family members or whoever it is that I have to deal with, right? It does get dry. I don't know. I think somebody just like created it as a holiday to make sure that their turkey farm did well. How's your turkey crop this year? Sorry. Hey Pamela, I have seen a few episodes, but I was not a regular viewer of the program. I do think that, I don't know, I think it's one of those shows made for children where adults can still be relatively entertained. I'll put it that way. We've got, I don't have kids, so that could be part of it, right? Like maybe if you have to watch it day in, day out, you'd be like, I hate it. Wow. Right after we got the Hermit, now we have the Wayfarer, which is very similar. Contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance, and introspection. Maybe I've been going about it the wrong way. Maybe I just need to be more positive about it. Maybe I need to let go of the thing that didn't work out and embrace the new. This feels like a major mind shift or mindset shift for them. Not being, I don't know, not expecting the worst. We'll put it that way. I hope you find it, John Paul. Steph, how you doing? Ooh, turkey legs are pretty good. You're right. I know, right, Jess? Oh, well. I hope they find a hobby. We've got one day, someday, somewhere, another time. Boundaries. They kept postponing or avoiding giving someone a chance. So this could be someone who really did their best to not have to see other people, and I get it. Sometimes you just want everyone to go away. But this friend, this Queen of Pentacles, is like, hey, guess what? It's time to make a change. We're going to address these things that are frustrating for you, right? But they do it in a respectful way. They call their friend out on, hey, you say you want connection or that you're lonely, but then you push people away. I know you've been through a lot. I know it seems exhausting to think about getting to know people or applying for another job or whatever this is, but you've got to be able to make something work. They give a great pep talk, a great little like, I know what you're going through. You don't tell a lot of people, but I can read you, probably because we're best friends, whatever this is. They're like, you can't fool me, buddy. I know you're sad. I see it. I see it. All right, let's get a few from, we're going to go with the Mars Sky Cat Tarot. I'm trying to decide whether or not to tell you all something, but I think I might. We may have an announcement tomorrow. Let's see. All right. What else do we have? We have the Page of Chalices or Page of Cups in the reverse. Six of Coins or Six of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Hanged Man. Sadness and loss. And this Queen of Pentacles says, learn what you can from it and then let go of all of that negative energy. Forgive the people involved. Allow those dreams or goals to change or transform with whatever else is changing in your life. But they help this person to have a more positive, open mind and allow for things to improve again. Instead of just focusing on everyone around me is going to judge me for what I've got or what I don't have going on, right? Hello, Laura. How are you doing? Bestie Tiana. We've got the Four of Pentacles. Hello, Justin. Okay. We've got the Emperor in the reverse. Letting go of the things that blocked this person. It could even be like a sense of insecurity or expecting to fail. This friend is a real one. Like, I want to give them a big old high five. This is somebody who genuinely cares about you and wants to see you address the instability and build something on your own to feel good about having those Thanksgiving dinners or those, reunions or whatever it is. And being able to say, yeah, I have a lot of success in my life or things are going great because I've been able to let go of the things that caused me problems in the past. I don't have to feel like I have to keep a secret on what's really going on in my life. I don't have to make up stories about somebody who might be interested in me romantically, right? Aw, that's funny. So we've got Justice in the reverse. As a result, they were missing opportunities because they were hesitating when it comes to making decisions. Maybe they weren't taking the right actions, submitting applications, asking people out on dates, going out on dates, whatever it was, they might have been just a little bit too much to themselves. But now this friend is helping them to see it's time to expand beyond that. Hey, Dana, how are you doing? Did I say hello to Christine? Hello, Jose. Hello, Donna. Hello, Daryl. How are you doing? We've got the King of Swords. So now we have some sense of expertise or like a reminder of this person's intelligence. Hey, remember you did this? That was a pretty big achievement. Or, you owned your own business or you were the manager here, whatever it was. This Queen of Pentacles is building them up and reminding them of what they have to offer and to not view themselves so negatively or like their future so bleakly. Yes, that's correct, Justin. Hello, Geek. How are you doing? We have magnifying glass, which is number 44. Wow, and number 4. So you might be seeing 444. This is someone who's looking to find a better living situation. We could have somebody who's in between housing situations. We could have somebody who had to move out because of a breakup. We could have somebody who had a sudden change. Like if they were renting, the upstairs of a house, maybe somebody sold the house from underneath them. This is just like I don't really want to talk about how complicated things are. But they do need some assistance, and they were dealing with somebody that was a trickster. I totally support that, Jess. Not in any way to slight you, Justin, but Jess is one of the coolest people out there. Just saying. Like, if she were to make fun of me, I would consider it an honor. I'd be like, you're right, Jess. All right, so we've got the, wow, I love this. We've got the bridge and the dog. Now, for some of you, maybe you're just finding a a dog that needs to be adopted and like go for it. But really what this is coming through as is this Queen of Pentacles, this loyal friend, this solid individual here is helping you find what you need as far as the connections in your life that you are missing. They're like, hey, I know some people who can help you find a job. Or, hey, there's a place over here that's subletting a really inexpensive place, right? Or, you know what? I know somebody who's single and I feel like you two would have a lot in common. This is a real friend and they are making a serious effort. I feel like it's multiple areas in this person's life. Like, I can give you some assistance here, or at least connect you to the right person who can help you with that problem. So I love, love, love seeing it when there's a really good friend interested in seeing you do well, you know? Y'all are testing it tonight. That's funny. Thank you to the real ones out in the live chat though. Oh, it's so funny when people do that. If there was a ghost behind me, it's probably somebody who's protecting me. So I'd be like Forrest Gump wave, you know? We've got the Three of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So maybe this is even a conversation that happens before Thanksgiving and changes are established or in process before this person even has to go to Thanksgiving or talk to the people who might judge them. But I see a lot of positive movement because this person changes their mindset and decides, I'm actually super capable. The Magician is about the resources you have access to and like gumption, your ability to go and like do stuff. And now we have somebody who's dealing with a lot more motivation than they had in the past, or even a sense of urgency. Like, hey, you know, now I'm not expecting this to go wrong. I'm not expecting to be rejected or denied or ignored. I feel like I have a little bit more of like a pep in my step or some confidence again, right? Hi, Ruben. How are you doing? What a name. What a name. Hello, Glenn. How are you doing today? And Jess, I appreciate you. So we've got Two of Wands and Temperance in the reverse. I think we have somebody who's able to minimize the difficulty or the obnoxious conversation that they know is going to happen at this event or like Thanksgiving or whatever it is. And they're able to knock out a couple of the things on their to-do list because of this really helpful friend. So they can approach that reunion or that dinner party with a lot more confidence than they would have been able to initially. I love that. All right, let's pull two more cards. We'll go with the Catamancy. This is not for a specific sign, Joey. It's just a general reading. But if you go to my channel page, you can find a playlist for all signs readings. What else do we have? The Hanged Cat, the Knight of Cups in the reverse, the Eight of Swords in the reverse, and the Devil. Yeah. So this person who is obsessed with competing or making the Magician look bad is going to find that the situation is actually not as easy for them to take advantage of. And this person's going to feel a lot more confident. The Magician's going to feel a lot more confident going back or visiting these people because they don't have to be I don't know, hiding the reality of what's going on. We have the Eight of Swords being in the reverse, which is somebody who's been able to free themselves from a mindset that was holding them back, something that caused them to be moody. So it's going to be like their whole energy is different and like refreshed, you know? Hello, Joey. And Jess, you are totally right. Jess, you're my hero today. If you would like a short personal reading, like what I do for the monthly, like 3-card pulls for the towers, let me know and I will send that to you. Ooh. Hello, Marcus. How are you doing? Let me ask that for you real quick. And protect. It certainly can be, Justin. How close is this investment payday? Is it a couple weeks? 2 of Swords. Between... Is this weeks? Let me just make sure. Yeah, this is saying within 3 weeks. There's something here that got messed with this 8 of Wands in the reverse. There could have been some technology issue or some leadership interruption. There's something here that caused like a hiccup. Oh, it could have been the Amazon thing when the internet was down. I also see a new opportunity that you become aware of in the near future. This new opportunity looks really solid, but with the Queen of Pentacles and the reverse, there's something here that you need to make sure you do your research on. As far as, I want to say, a market that isn't fully stable. Someone may be telling you that everything is 100% great when it's not. So be cautious. All right, I'm gonna leave it there, y'all, because I'm hungry and it's late, but I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Jess, I'm gonna maybe just email you. All right, love you guys. Toodles.